right, today we're gonna learn everything about Godzilla. You guys will no longer be able to yell at me about not knowing what I'm talking about, okay? So we're gonna have Tell It Animated tell us everything there is to know about the evolution of Godzilla. The original video will be linked in the description down below, so after this video, make sure to go check that out. Here we go, you guys.
Since being awoken by atomic bombs, Godzilla has...
Can we take a moment and just say that the narrator's voice is amazing? Like, I don't know how, like, it's the mic or whatever it is, it's perfection.
lit up the silver screen.
Here we go.
But his looks seem to be ever changing. Starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and story.
That's Showa.
In his first ever
I hope I said that right.
Godzilla has small arms, thick legs, and dorsal plates down his spine. His pupils are tiny, and he has fangs and pointy ears. After attacking Japan,
pointy ears? I didn't know Godzilla had pointy ears at one point.
To bone. A new Gigantus, Godzilla, appears in Godzilla Raids Again. This monster is thinner, with longer arms,
I like the longer arms,
and larger pupils. When in close-ups, his teeth appear to be jutting out. Sadly, he's buried in ice. But in King Kong vs. Godzilla, he busts free.
Okay, I was about to say, how can Godzilla not get out of ice, dude?
In color, is more plump, toeless, and has a lizard-like head with yellow eyes, no ears, and no fangs.
I think we're moving in the right direction with this one right here, okay?
This is off against a giant ape, tumbling into the ocean, only to be washed ashore in Mothra vs. Godzilla. Now he's slimmer, has a wider head, wide eyes, and smooth,
why does he look like that?
As his rampage continues, he gets covered in silk and again drops into the sea. But in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, he's back. Now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in the original series, Godzilla now defends humanity from more evil monsters.
So that's, okay, so at this point, Godzilla becomes a good character.
In Invasion of Astro Monster, Godzilla is thinner. His dorsal plates have more definition.
I like that.
His claws are dull, and his head is rounder. He shows off his new dance moves before briefly being put under alien mind.
Oh, that's the stupid dancing that he does, dude.
Ibara,
I forgot about that.
Horror of the Deep, gives Godzilla less angry brows. He battles against a big lobster and narrowly escapes the exploding island. In the sequel, Godzilla's neck is elongated. He's pudgier, and his dorsal fins are flimsy looking. His nose is also stubbier, and his eyes are bugged out. Oh, and he's now raising
We're moving in the wrong direction.
In Destroy All Monsters, he's slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster. He's put under alien mind control again, but once free of their control, he turns on them. For the next three sequels, his look remains consistent. In the first, he helps his son face off against a bully. However, this all takes place inside the dreams of a young boy, so... Moving on. Next, in Godzilla vs. Hedorah, he opposes a pollution monster, and when curled up like a shrimp, he can now fly backwards. In Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla has gained the ability to speak, while his suit, skin, starts ripping during his triumphant battle. He appears slimmer in Godzilla vs. Megalon, with a shorter neck, soft bright dorsal fins, and a round pig-nosed face.
What in the world? Like, they just keep moving in the wrong direction, man. I love Legendary Godzilla. I think Legendary Godzilla is perfection, okay? These early ones are just not it for me.
This movie is mostly about a size-changing robot, so let's keep going.
Jet Jaguar.
In the next two films, Godzilla has an angrier expression and more detailed muzzle. He uses a magnetic upgrade to protect an ancient god from Mechagodzilla. And in the sequel, faces him once more. But this timeline, Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years later, a reboot Godzilla appears. This one's taller, has larger fins, a fourth toe, and his fangs and ears make a return. Although his reign is short-lived as he trips into a volcano, only to explode out in the sequel. He has a smaller head, a more muscular build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary row of teeth. He takes on a giant plant monster, who gets turned into glitter. In Godzilla...
I like how they didn't say I like how they didn't say Biolante's name, because I don't think anybody knows how to say it.
King Ghidorah, his original form, the Godzillasaurus, is taken out of the 1940s and exposed to modern-day radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla.
Yes, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
King Ghidorah, and then gets dumped into the ocean. In Godzilla vs. Mothra, he's thinner, his dorsal plates are rearranged, and his neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra, and once again is plunged into the ocean.
Dude, Mothra's crazy!
Mothra's magical powers. But somehow, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, he's back. He has slimmed down shoulders and slimmer legs. He's also raising a blue-toned baby Godzilla. This time he's defeated.
What the
when his
heck?
butt brain is destroyed, but he's easily revitalized just moments later. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla features the bulkier original.
I didn't know Space Godzilla was actually a movie.
Less detailing in the neck and larger eyes. Godzilla Jr., who is taller and chubbier with a greener color scheme, and a large flying blue crystallized Space Godzilla, who gets obliterated. In this timeline's final film,
What?
Godzilla
I thought
is
Space
glowing
Godzilla would be
orange.
super
His son now looks
strong.
more like a hunched version of his father. When the
Here we go. Destroyer. Oh my gosh.
original
Here we
Big G
go.
has a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new Godzilla ready for action. But the series would be continually rebooted, dropping him altogether. The first American Godzilla appears as a large mutated iguana with blue dorsal spines and a hanging dewlap. This Godzilla also has
Dewlap.
hundreds of tiny raptor-looking offspring. But this happy family is easily taken out by basic explosives. Back in Japan, in Godzilla 2000, he appears shorter, with green jagged skin, sharp purple spines, and a reptilian
that
looking
looks
face.
sick.
While he's nearly swallowed whole, he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, in which he's lighter, with a longer neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into a black hole. In Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful World War II victims. He has smooth charcoal-colored skin, white dorsal fins, and a hunched neck. His face is less lizard-like, with pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind.
Oh my
The
gosh.
following reboot, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla,
We're getting close
re-adds
to
the
legendary,
jagged
dude.
design elements and introduces a more wolf-like face. In the climax,
What in the
he's
world?
blasted by a beam, adding a visible scar to his chest for the sequel, Tokyo SOS, in which he's covered in silk
Oh my
and again
God.
flown into the bottom of the sea. Godzilla.
I feel like
Final
that's everybody, like every movie, like even in Transformers, dude. They're just like, drop them in the bottom of the ocean.
Wars features a taller, smoother, and more slender Godzilla with longer ears and red eyes.
I don't like this.
This
I
Godzilla
don't like this
fights against a
Godzilla.
multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98 Zilla. Then he and his hideous son head back to the ocean.
The hideous
In Shin
son.
Godzilla, he's first shown as a light-colored and armless creature.
Oh, my favorite.
But quickly evolves, growing tiny arms and becoming more red with bloody accents. His massive main form is darker with a much longer tail that has a little face on the end. His jaw can unhinge and split apart. And he has
Yes.
a variety of handy new skills. He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from his tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent, ceasing his evolution. The anime trilogy depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla with a tree bark-like texture. 19,000 years
looks
later,
so
he sports
stupid.
beard-like spikes and grows to his largest on-screen size, easily allowing him to become the ruler of Earth. Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American Godzilla appears. This titan has jagged dorsal plates, wide elephant-like feet, and noticeable gills. He comes out of hiding to stop two hideous star-crossed lovers.
Oh my gosh,
Godzilla,
dude.
king of the
Mutos.
monsters. He's taller and beefier. His lower half looks less stubby. His tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later,
Yes.
he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and
Oh,
power upgrade,
snap.
helping him to retain his kingly crown. Thank you for watching.
I love it, you guys. Listen, this was really good. Now I know a lot about Godzilla that I didn't know before. Like, I didn't even know Space Godzilla existed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thank you guys so much. It is your boy Corey. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys later. Bye-bye.